Okay. Now we live, but that thing. Welcome YouTube. This is Scott Lewis, Apartment Gamer and More with Lady T.
Hello.
And I don't know why is it waiting for me. That shit it did not go through. Did not go through.
What is that about? Hmm.
Oh yes it did. Yes it did. Yes it did. It did.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got it. It's a delay.
Uh,
Welcome to
try
the
again.
Stoop Edition. All right.
What was you smelling so hard for?
Because I never can get it right. Software can be real buggy.
Yeah,
It can be
it get real
crazy.
funny.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and maybe I do too much. I be all over the place. But I do a lot of things. I do the photography, I do the computers. Now I'm trying to do shows. It's just all over the place. But
Just like its owner.
oh shit! But you know what? Well, welcome YouTube. Welcome Facebook to the
Yes.
Stoop Edition.
Hello.
I gotta turn that off. Can you afford New York City rent on renters? Can you afford rent? They raised the rent on renters in New York City on rent stabilized apartments. Can you believe that? This shit is already
Of course I
crazy.
could.
It's already crazy. How far they
Yeah.
want to go?
As far as
I
they'll let you. As far as they can take you, Scott.
Yo, that thing is crazy. Not the mayor. The mayor had nothing to do with that. I think it's that board. What's the name of those people that sit there and make decisions throughout the boroughs? You know what I'm
Well,
talking about? Is it what they call themselves? Oh my
not
god.
the comptrollers.
Not the controllers. This has a lot to do with
You said through the boroughs
yeah, they each one has a representative.
for the borough, not the no, not the governors. No,
No, it's not the governor. It's
what's his
something.
name?
It's a group. They sit there and they make the budget, and he has to talk to them
What's they
to
called?
make decisions in the state, and they local. Each borough has like
A
certain,
rep. Hmm.
each district has one person.
What do they call them? They like local,
Yeah.
some type of local reps.
Yeah, I can't think of the name. Let me see. Well, you know what? I have to look this up. But anyway, they were the ones that put or changed it to 8%. I think it's 8% increase for rent stabilized apartment.
Mm,
That is crazy. 8% is a good number.
that's a nice chunk.
That's a nice little chunk. Cause
Because I know up here they go up every year. It be a few dollars, but they go up every year. Say you
what did
paying
he?
1,200. Let's just round. Let's just say estimated why you normally pay 1,200. Next year the rent goes up at least 30, between 30, 35, $40
Right,
more. So that's a nice little chunk. Small, but it's a chunk. You
right.
know. And every year it definitely goes up. I mean, I know New York City do it. I know you guys, y'all rent go up a little bit at a time.
Right.
But um I just feel like with the this is my thing. The
Mm-hmm.
amount you get for the money you pay, it's not worth it.
Right.
That's the whole nutshell. And then on top of that, the bills reflect just as much as the rent because the utilities they're going up.
Right.
Of course, we don't own anything as far as like our own sources, natural resources. So
Right.
that makes it 10 times
Oh,
hard.
the city council.
Oh, it's the city's council.
The city council members.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's they the ones that make in control of that.
I think they see, um, of course, potential,
Mm-hmm.
um, amongst the city,
Mm-hmm.
but a tri-state area. I see like the Bronx now. It's becoming like a whole regentrification type thing. To me, they was like the last of the Mohegans left to really get up there and start making things different and look pretty and
Right.
trying to beautify the place. Now I'm hearing that they're really pulling out the big guns, making it look like a little Manhattan uptown, further
You talking
uptown.
about the Bronx?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's starting. I think that's why they probably like, you know what? We gonna have to raise these rents. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard. I'm been seeing it for a little while. I read an article a couple of weeks ago,
Right.
on social media, and how people saying like how and this was the Bronx. Of course, like past Harlem, but this was in the Bronx.
Right.
They starting to tear down buildings and rebuild them up, and it's just for them. It's a slow process, but yeah, it's coming.
Wow.
So when you said a rent going up, oh, that was definitely next.
But the thing to me is that you're going up on people who are stabilized.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
they
that's
have a set income.
right,
So
right.
I mean,
That means that if it's a set income, that means that the state, because most of the time that's state regulated,
right.
you know. So that means the state is saying something about that. Like,
They giving the okay, you think?
I
Or
believe
something like
so,
that?
because most of the time rent stabilized is through like HUD,
Okay.
and that's through the state. So yeah,
Okay.
somebody's increasing something. I heard it was going to be an increase.
Wow.
So
It's crazy.
on
All your
top of the
money.
city costing already within itself, it's an
Yeah.
expensive place. But yeah,
This is
these
not a
jobs not
place.
giving no increase. I know that.
Right. That's true.
It
I
ain't
mean,
meeting the what you call
this,
that?
what's that?
It's not meeting the cost of living cola.
Right.
So that's unfortunate. It really is. That's
That's
another reason why I
crazy.
left. You don't get much for your
You don't get your money don't stretch really well here.
nah.
Not in the city. Not in New York
Mm-mm.
City.
I think all cities are like that pretty much, Scott.
They starting to.
Major, yeah, yeah,
I think every city can say that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Hmm.
I mean, this is crazy though. I mean,
Mm.
I want to get out of here so bad, but it's so convenient. So I mean,
I'm telling you, once you leave, told me
you
that
go,
you can't run outside.
you can't
You
run.
can run. No, no, no. I'm sorry. You
You can
can
run,
run.
but you can't. You ain't gonna see Jack, right?
You better be exercising. Shit.
uh,
I'm just saying, like, everywhere is you just can't get up, go to a local bodega, go to your local grocery store, things the little things of course, naturally. But
that is true. I can get up in any time of the night, any time of the
you
day.
really
I mean,
can.
any time,
Hmm.
and get a 5-piece biscuit.
See what I'm saying? No, we close down at what? Shit, up here is what? Probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Wow.
It's done. See you in the morning. See you in the
Wow.
afternoon. So imagine you go further than south. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, they have the gas station in the South
Oh
though.
yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, because the gas
That's a
station is
big
like
thing. Everything one stop
7-Eleven be
shop.
in there
Yeah.
too sometimes.
They be
Yeah.
having good food in the gas station. I heard. I said, "What? Gas
Well,
station
you ain't got no
food?"
choice. I mean, it
Right.
ain't
But I
like you got a
heard.
choice.
I could be wrong, but I heard the gas station be the spot.
Yeah, well, it
It'd be
just
the
ought to
good
be
spot.
because you the only thing, so you might as well have everything.
They
Might
know
as
what they doing. That was smart.
well- yeah,
That was smart.
yep, that is smart.
That was smart. That was the move. That was a
So, I
That's
mean,
move.
That's the thing. You have to kind of like drive to it because it might be 10 miles away, but
It's
hey,
worth the 10 miles because it's
I
everything
mean,
that
you
you need.
hungry, you know, all I got to do is go around the corner,
Yeah.
you see, so. But that doesn't justify the reason why you spending $2,000 for rent.
No.
It just doesn't.
No.
That's crazy.
An
That's
egg's
mortgage.
$10.
People are paying
Shit.
mortgages at $2,000.
I know. I know.
That's crazy.
They got a whole house for 2,000.
So my thing is the way the system is set up, that renters, people who buy homes here spend a lot of money.
Yes, they do. Very much so. Millions.
So I mean, but it's not a waste if you think about it. If you sell it, or it's just collateral, it's a value. It does go up and down.
Yep.
So, and if you are a working person in New York City, what a lot of people do is they'll rent out to help pay the mortgage, which the mortgage would be astronomical.
Yep.
So, a lot of people move out of the city into the suburbs to buy property at a little slightly less, but they pay more for other things.
Yes, taxes.
Yeah, right, which is taxes.
Yep.
But, they figure it's much more family oriented. Like, like if you go to the island or Jersey, some parts, the schools are much, but we know, and I know that's not necessarily true, because the schools on the outside just be crazy as the schools on the inside.
Bat crazy.
Yeah. So
not to be funny. It's not funny, but
it's not funny, but it's true.
It's very
I
true.
mean,
They
that's
have
where
more isolated incidents than a little
they,
bit,
they have those shootings, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I want to say it, but
I mean, yeah, they want to make it look like the inner city schools are terrible, but that's not where the epidemic is running at.
Yep. No,
Because them
you're
kids
right.
come in
I
there
mean,
with weapons, and they know how to use it
very much so.
because they've been
Very
touching
much
on it
so.
for a minute. So,
Yep.
that's how that goes.
Yep.
It's crazy. I mean, I can't fathom the thought that the city thinks that it's cool, but it's just little things like that makes living in the city hard for young people. It's okay. I mean, if you in your 20s and 30s and 40s, I guess you can afford it. I mean, it's the convenience in the city, and you have a nightlife that never ends. I get it. So it doesn't matter to you because you live in your life, and that's what you should do.
The city is like now to me more than ever. It's like retail, like you working in retail.
That's a good way to look at it.
It really is. You have your people that come in. They're young. They don't stay long. They come in for probably a break from school. They'll work a little bit, stay around, and they leave. And then you come a new group coming in after a
new group
while.
comes in.
So it's like a high turnover rate. They
Yeah, I
know.
see what you're saying.
They they know.
Yeah, they know. They know that
know.
they know they getting robbed, but
Yeah.
they good with
Not
it.
so much the people, the young people themselves, but they know that this is a convenience.
Right, they
This is
paying for the
convenient.
convenience.
You really are. You truly, really are. You're
And
paying
the
for your
nightlife. And the nightlife.
convenience. Convenience.
Everything is there.
Yeah.
You can run around.
Train, bus.
Everything is there.
You don't have to even drive.
No, you can get blasted out your face and take the train home.
Or a cab.
Or a cab. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Or
You can take an Uber.
Yeah. So they charging it to the game.
Darn. The rent went up. You're paying now to go across the bridges.
It's getting ridiculous. They gonna
have
to. Something's gonna have to all right now. Okay.
What's the sense of being a city if you're going to be charging people in the city to go from the city to another part of the city?
Yep.
That is crazy. Congestion pricing, you can call it what you want, but it's almost like they strong arm. And the agency in charge of that or help moving that is the MTA. So I mean, you have to go to them if you want to pay that, not unless you want to pay that, whatever that is.
So I
That's
wonder if congestion pricing is included. You said it's with the MTA, so I
yeah,
wonder if it's included some way somehow in the with the MTA as far as for the increases, because people could get around that with getting on a bus or getting on the train.
yeah, but that's what they want you to do. So they got you both ways.
Mm. Mm.
There's always a method to madness.
Oh yes, I see. I see now. Okay.
Yeah, you got to look at. Sometimes you have to sit back and look at the big picture.
Like enough
Really
people don't
do.
take the train. How greedy can you be?
I don't. I have not figured that out yet, but apparently people can be very greedy.
Oh, jeez. So enough people running on them trains and
Hey,
them.
listen, I gave up on trying to worry about things because that stress is not a thing that you should be doing to yourself.
No,
You
it's
need
beyond
to
you.
just acknowledge what's going on. That's all.
Yeah, pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. And tell the truth. If you speak the truth, it's okay. It'll be okay. And, people don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay. So, I mean, let's move on. Let's go. Content creators. That was the second thing we was talking about. Content creators, social media, the role they play today. Listen, you know why I brought that up? Because I have a bone to pick with, I'm into computers. And my thing is I build machines and I kind of like, do my little thing with them. And I enjoy building. I really don't benefit too much as far as money is concerned. I don't, you know how I am.
Yes,
I have
I
hobbies
do, and we
and
talked
I
about
do what I
that.
like to do.
Yes.
So this is what I like to do. So me building machines and then selling them to other people at very minimum price, or even if I make anything. But I can't stand the way the content creators on YouTube talk about the thing where GPUs and CPUs, and they come out with new ones every 2 or 3 years, and people are stressing for it for minuscule amount of gain. Like, you really not gaining anything. The games have not changed that much. There's maybe 1 or 2 games that might excel, but the rest of it is.
So you're talking about tech is like the tech is like the Michael Jordan sneakers.
Right. It's a hustle. They hustling people, and I get it. I get it because I was there. I was there. I was this enthusiast, and I spent astronomical money.
Now looking back, yeah, I bet you.
Then I look back at it and go, was that really an upgrade?
That's it. That's all.
I end up playing the same thing over and over. You like what you like. I mean, I
Let
get
me
it.
ask you. Let me ask you a question. Now, as far as when it comes to, since you went to tech, right? As
Yeah.
far as when it comes to the like the TVs, now they supposedly, from what I'm hearing, they go out every 7 to 10 or 12 if you're really lucky to keep one that long now. These flat screens, LED stuff.
Yeah. Well, they even if they do go past that, they denigrate in picture quality. You can actually see it.
So it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. It does. I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. Does it matter? That's the whole point. Like, does it really?
I see more from TVs than I do computers.
From chips and things of that nature.
I think because people in computers like to do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
And yeah, my computer is talking. they like to do the same things over and over again. Like, it's like a repetitive thing. You it's like, okay, let me give you a good example. I like Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I play every Call of Duty that came out.
Okay.
I don't see no difference. I mean, I do see a difference in 10 years. I don't see a difference in 4 and 5 years.
Oh, okay.
As far as the quality of the game, it takes time for the advancement in software and hardware to meld together to give you something, a new experience. And then when you look at what content creators say on YouTube, they talk about 5%, 6% faster. You can't see that. You really can't see that. But the prices keep going up. I mean, and I'm talking about this industry is crazy. Something that I paid top-notch GPU in say 8 years ago cost me $700, $800. They're going now. We talking about an 8-year time. $3,000. And I still don't see this leap.
Yeah.
That, I see a shift where they add in more software and they add new things, but I don't see a leap. I don't see that. I know they don't see it neither. I hear them say that, but then, that enthusiast comes out of everybody, which is kind of like a Mimi thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like somebody want it just because they can.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's the people in my, this enthusiast class, and the content creators are part of that. Because they enthusiasts. They been in the game for a long time. And it's sickening. Because people are actually spending their money, hard-earned money, on something that they're going to turn around and buy again 2 years from now.
That's
because they telling you that it's 5% faster.
Yeah, that's insulting.
And it's almost insulting to, when you think about it, it's almost like, you know what? Y'all is just full of, y'all full of shit.
That's like having a piece of a furniture.
Right.
You buy like anything, having a piece of anything, you buying it 2 and 3 and 4 years over, and there's no significant change. And until you see a big leap 10 years later after you done spent all this money. Now you see the big whoop la. Now the couch will move by itself. Like, and I was paying it to just change a color or 2 or 3 or just to move around a little bit. It wasn't doing that. But now 10 years done went by, 12 years went by. Now it can move itself and it glides where was all this technology coming from then? So I'm basically paying for this technology in a sense to get to this point.
Right.
If you just wanted my money, just ask for it. If that was the case,
well, that's what they doing.
Through the products.
That's what they doing. They just saying, just give up the money. Just give up the money. Just give it up.
I mean, in a way, you are paying for the new technology that's supposedly come out, like you said. You done investing in them, so now they got all this money. Now the things they want to put into the system that they couldn't put 20 years ago, because they wasn't investing their money, they was investing your dollar.
Yeah, they were spending your money.
So it took time to gather all that money up. Just say you wanted donations.
It's cruel. It's cruel. It's cruel, and to me, it's going to kill, and it's going to kill PC gaming
if they don't stop.
Right.
If they don't, because I mean, things like you said, things are becoming more important. Look how we just talked about the renter thing.
Yeah, it's going to kill it. It's going to kill the industry, and it's going to get to a point. I don't want to be a console player. It's nothing against consoles, but I'm just saying it's not Oh my.
You
Well,
don't see where your money is going.
no, I don't see it. I don't. I really don't. I really don't.
But I see it like this. I see it like they want you to invest in the future of the business because they gotta, I guess, come up with this all. But you might as well just ask for donate. Like I said, you might as well just. We just need a little bit
Now,
of money.
let me explain something to you. When I was talking about content creators, and it ain't just like I brought up the PC thing, but since I've been in this content, in this situation where I start streaming and talking, I might not have this large crowd, but I join other people's shows and listen to other people's shows and stuff. Yo, it's a cruel world in social media.
It's a cruel world. It's a cold world.
It's cold. It can be cold.
You wouldn't think so,
Yeah,
but
it can be. I've heard
I wouldn't
people
think so at
getting
first.
ready to throw fisticuffs if they could. Like people will say and do anything to get their point across.
It's not. I don't think it's that serious.
You don't think
Mm-mm.
so? I mean,
No, I'm saying I don't think it's that serious to do all of that. As far as you want to fight and the violence and the this and the that is, because I mean you are bound to have your opinion. I am too, and but to want to go to blows for it over social media.
yeah, right.
Unless you stop in my bag, you stopping my family from eating,
Yeah,
that
that's what
type of
they.
situation.
Yeah, that's what they be saying. I mean, people
Hey,
be having issues.
just sue them. Hey, hit them where it hurts.
Well, yeah.
That's how businesses can do other businesses. Okay, you want to take it there? We're going to court. Because I'm a business. I can't be in jail making money.
That's for
You know?
sure. That's for
So,
sure.
you understand what I mean? If you're going to invest in yourself, you might as well let people that's supposed to be in position to help you keep getting your money, if not more. And keeping you
Yeah,
at a place where your family don't have to worry about the idiots coming in on the outside trying to sabotage y'all or
right.
sabotage what you building up, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, because I mean, you're gonna have to spend some to lose some. I get it, and with a lawyer, that will come in handy in those type of situations. But you might get more.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm
It's
just
a
saying.
possibility.
Yeah, I mean, if you win it or whatever, yeah. But don't be going to blow. No, no, no. We go to court. I'm making too much money to be fighting you. For you to want to sue me for something else, adding more damage onto the situation. I'm not fighting you, man. I'm hitting you where it hurt. You really gonna want to beat me up then. That's the real reason why you want. You understand what I mean? Give you a reason to want to slap the shit out of me. Wait till I see that nigga. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's the whole. That's what a business should be. I mean, you about your business, and everything about you becomes a business.
Right,
You
right.
know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but I will sue the pants off of somebody. I'm not touching you. Like if you, it depends on if it's my family. I want to protect my family. I'm not
Yeah.
touching you. I'll touch you other places.
Yeah, there's other ways to touch people.
Oh
That's for
yeah,
sure.
but I mean, I'll just touch you the legal way.
Right.
Go get my money in front of the judge. I prove myself innocent, which I am. If I am, and I get my money, then
Right.
you really don't want to touch me. You wanted to touch me before for nothing. I'm taking your money too, or I gotta pay somebody because I'm being a jerk. Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Um,
hitting him upside his head.
that's right. I know that's right.
So what
Um,
you feel about it? Like,
about what? The social media, the fighting and stuff.
yeah, like,
I don't, it's I guess, when you look at social media, it's like the window to the soul of the country. It's like
oh,
it's what's going on in the world.
it's
And
the now of
it's
everything.
a now of everything, and you see it. The
Yeah.
controversies, the distrust, the hatred. I'm just praying that it doesn't overwhelm all of us or those people who are walking in peace. Just put it that way. Because it can be overwhelming.
It can be, especially when.
And they use it to overwhelm you too.
It does. It does, because especially when it creates a narrative of conflict and like just being messy all the time, and you could be innocent,
Right.
and somebody will come in
And smear your name or
and
whatever.
badly,
Yeah.
and
Jeopardize
anybody
your
could believe it.
career. Cost you
Like you said,
millions of
anybody could
dollars
believe
if you
that.
have it. Like I mean, you can't smear my name. You smear my name, it's like, okay. I'm still there. I'm still at the same spot you smeared me at. I'll just be smeared.
I'll be smeared down here.
I'll be smeared down here because I'm down here already. You
I
know,
don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying in
But
general.
people get canceled so quickly now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
without even evidence, you get canceled so fast, man.
Yeah. They put that shit out there and it'll tear you apart.
And it might not even be true, and it's gonna be hard to get people to come back because they don't know the truth from reality. With social media, you sometimes,
Now, to some of the people who are in the tech, who in computers and PC, they do, and I gotta admit, and I gotta say this because just in case somebody see this in the future, y'all do at times tell people, don't buy this. I ain't gonna say you don't. All I'm saying is you need to say it a little more because for some forsaken reason, the people in our group has this meme thing going, and they need to calm down.
Is it because of the promotion?
Or yeah, well, I should say marketing is very powerful in the United States.
That's what I'm about to say. Is it because of that part?
Yes, because they use television and media for so long. You grew up off of it. It's such a part of your thinking. It's not just a part of your life, it's part of your thinking. Because you think in short bursts and they constantly hammer you.
They do. They drill it into you by that time.
And even if they have to spend 10 to make 12, they will.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
And it's just systematically attacking all the time.
But you know what? It's as much as it seems simple, it's just as hard to break that habit.
Of course it is.
Falling into that
Of course. I know that.
Being like, oh shoot.
I know.
Like you see something
and
like
it's
you
new,
just said, and
you
want
go,
it.
you excited, you hype, oh, I can't wait. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I identify.
Everybody does. So everyone
know everybody feel it. Sometimes just pull back.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If you did your research more on it, this is when them get them eureka moments like, yo, I was a fool all this time, and I've been spending my money all this time
on the same thing.
On the same, I didn't get nothing for my money.
Not really. When you think about it, you be
and
like,
I invested in a business that's making millions off of people just like me doing this.
Right? Yeah.
Nah. And that's how I feel about, with me, it's the TVs. I'm not spending 20, 30, 40. Well, not 40, 20, but like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for no TV. I'm not.
Right.
You see how I burn my TV? I don't even care.
I know you don't.
I don't even care, Scott. You know how I burn my TV.
Don't
it
care.
just drives you crazy. But I'm just saying, like,
I be like, what the hell?
I don't have. I mean, if that's the case, then I'm doing my own experiment on a product.
Right.
That's how I feel, because if I don't see it done behind the scenes and you kicking a ballistic, oh, it could do this, it could do that. Okay, we'll see. Let me see if this is worth what you say is worth at this moment.
I don't, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because then you, like I said, you got to do your own research. And boy, do I.
Yeah.
It's sad to say because yeah, they tell us, oh, this could do this, and if you overuse it, it's going to. Okay, let me see, because I'm not in the lab with you.
Right. Right.
But to keep spending my money to spend, oh, the new this one can, oh, this could float, oh, this could levitate. Oh, let me see what this really could do. All this money I'm spending, I'm saying that's even with these phones. I'm getting tired of spending money on these phones. I'm tired. I ain't gonna hold you, Scott. This
Me too.
14
I've
better
been
work.
tired. I
Yeah,
used to, and
these 14, this 14
oh,
Pro Max
listen,
better work to it shuts down
you know
completely.
me. I had 3 phones. What in the world are you doing with 3 phones?
This is what I'm saying.
I
I
had
don't
the,
know.
and they were all on too.
Nah, nah. No, no, no,
I
no.
had numbers to phones. I didn't even know I had number 2. I was like,
You
what?
was trapping? Let me
I
find out
was,
you was making money on top of money on top of money.
I was spending money on spending money on spending money. That's what I was doing.
This is what I'm saying. Everybody is, like you said, a victim of
And it's
the
not,
circumstances.
and it's not that I have regrets. I mean, it's just that I know now that was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy to do that. And if I could tell somebody not to take away the joy that you have of having a phone,
Yeah.
but get the best phone you can get and be happy with it.
Yeah. No, no, no. Exactly.
Be happy
That's the
with that
bottom
because
line.
it doesn't get
And
any
that has
better
to be with not just a phone, has to be with everything you possess.
in life, right?
Right.
Just be happy with that and be grateful for that.
Because that's what I'm saying. You even lucky to even have the material that you have.
Because people who have their third eye open don't care if you got 3 phones.
Life don't care about 3 phones.
Right.
You
They
can't
don't
take
care
this
neither.
with you. So
Yeah, you cannot take it with you. That's another thing.
yes.
Yeah, you definitely
And
can't.
that's with that whole third eye. But we ain't gonna go
Yeah.
into that. But I'm just saying, like, it's just how it plays on you, but it manifests into something more. Like you said, they keep spoon feeding you it to the point where you just break down and
They
you fall
hammer
for
it
it.
since you was a kid.
Yeah, you fall for it.
You have no choice because you've been hammered since a child.
Yeah,
My parents didn't know, how powerful social media and well, it wasn't really then, but marketing is.
right. That's what it really is. Marketing, a different strategy way of doing things. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
To manipulate people's minds.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know, and what's this? The 14 they up to the 16 now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
It'll be
this is
8.
like a used car, a good
Yeah.
used car right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
next time I get a phone, it'll probably be a 16 and it'll be like 20 something coming out soon. 24,
Yeah,
iPhone 25.
well, this is why, like, being that I know tech, this is what they do. Apple does pretty well as far as making sure to keep updating. Uh-oh. Apple makes sure to stay updated as far as software is concerned. With their phones, they keep putting updates to it. But what I'm saying is they have I'm gonna unmute. Okay. Uh-oh, you breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. You was breaking up a little bit.
But it's still breaking up. I don't know why.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just mute you for a minute and see if you can just turn it off and on. Okay. So
Okay.
what iPhone does is they do pretty well as far as keeping a operating system updated for their old phones longer than most, but now all the rest of them are staying up with them, which is a good thing because now you can keep your phone longer and longer and longer and longer, which is, as long as it's working for you, you have no real reason other than just being glutton to get another phone. I mean, that's how that goes. So, let me see. She is not connected, but she'll try to come back. So we'll get her back. She'll try to come back, but meanwhile, as far as social media is concerned, the role, that's how I feel. I just want the people in the PC world, PC master race, to just stay truthful to yourself. That way you don't fall victim to these egregious prices. The prices are crazy. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next subject, which was tariffs. What will it mean to retail shoppers? And that was a subject that Lady T had brought up. I thought that was a good subject because it means a lot. I mean, as far as how you go shopping and what you see in the stores, have anybody noticed anything different already in the stores? I mean, I've noticed a little bit that the shelves are becoming a little less with stuff. Now, doesn't mean that it's empty, totally empty. Like it was during the COVID time, it was kind of crazy. People just going out buying stuff, thinking that it was the end of the world. It's so easy for people to get out of control just by saying a couple of things. I mean, it's amazing how I've seen, and we all, those who I've been around during the COVID time can sit back and say, people can get crazy real quick. I mean, things can change really quick. So I just think that the tariffs, when you look at it, what will it mean to retail shoppers? From my perspective, I have slowed down in buying certain things, or I'm more selective at buying. Not because the money is not there or, I don't want something. It's more of a, do I need it? Because if I need something, then that's different. But if I don't need it, I'm not going to let somebody talk me into buying it. It's just not, something I do. It's kind of crazy, but when you think about it, the tariff thing is causing kind of chaos amongst a lot of people. And I just hope people get their stuff together. Don't worry about it. Just go on, get what you can, get what you need. Stick with your needs, not what you want. And you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. So we lost Lady T, but that doesn't mean we lost the show. So what I'm going to do is end the show. We wanted to talk about these tariffs, but we can talk about it later. I'd like to thank everybody who see the video. We're gonna try. Spend some time together, talk about subjects that matter to you and matter to the world and matter to everybody, our children's and our families. I'd like to thank everybody that showed up. Leave a like and leave a comment. I answer comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to talk about. Maybe you'll come up with a subject that's pretty good. I think everybody has a purpose. So we all can benefit from each other. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Scott Lewis, peace. Kwame Gamer and more. Stoop Edition. Thank you for checking out the show. Love you. Peace.